Most Americans are insanely contradictory on the animal cruelty topic. And I've noticed this whenever there is a Facebook post or a news story about somebody getting busted for doing something to dogs or cats, killing them, starving them, abusing them. Everybody in the comments goes berserk. These people need to face the electric chair. We should do to these people what they did to those animals, etc., etc. And although I am unhappy about what they did to those animals, I wouldn't wish negative things on those people. I think we should forgive them. They should be punished, but I think we should forgive them. I am vegan. I'm consistent that animal cruelty is an issue. Most people in those comments, 99% of the people in the comments, and most of you watching this video are not consistent, and it doesn't make sense. Look, you cannot in one breath say that abusing a dog, not treating a dog well, is bad, it's immoral, it's almost on the same level as killing a human. Not everybody says that, but most people view it as very similar, almost to the same degree as killing a human. And in the same hour, eat a cow or eat a deer. And some of you are going to say, some of you are going to weasel your way out and say, well, I just paid somebody to kill the cow. It's like, okay, cool. Would it be okay if someone paid someone else to kill their dog? No. It doesn't matter. You're still culpable for your actions. You're not a child. If you pay someone to kill a cow, you killed the cow, and you do take responsibility for that. Now, something I do want to point out, if you have the stance that animals are put here on earth for humans to do whatever we want with them, maybe you're from a religious standpoint, maybe you just view humans as superior, and to some degree we are superior. And if that's your stance, if your stance is humans are superior to animals, and for that reason, I don't feel bad for killing a deer, I don't feel bad for killing a cat, I don't feel bad for killing a fly, a mouse, that's fine. That's a consistent argument. And although I disagree that killing animals should be normalized. I understand it because you're consistent. But what you can't square away, what you can't add up, is killing a dog bad, killing a cow good. And there isn't any way you can loop your way out of this, because cows are more sentient. They can feel pain to a higher degree. Cows have a bigger brain. Cows are bigger, if that matters. So which way can you loop your way out of this? The only backdoor hatch that I could think of is dogs and cats are domesticated. But that gets into a very, very kind of tricky, almost eugenics type argument, because if you think that some animals being domesticated means that they can't be treated, some animal, like if you're domesticated to be a pet, that means we should keep you as a pet. And if you're brought up to be slaughtered and abused, then that means it's okay to be slaughtered and abused. That was an argument slave owners had, was different humans, because they were domesticated differently, should be treated differently. So that's kind of a dicey argument if somebody's going to make that. So at the end of the day, look, I can't tell you definitively that you should or shouldn't kill animals. I'm not here to be the arbiter of morality. I'm not here to say that you can't kill any animals, because at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. I feel that killing animals is wrong. And some people could feel that it's not wrong, and that's okay. There's, in my opinion, a way to prove that I'm right. But what is low IQ, what is just completely insane, completely contradictory, is random animals, because we're not going based off of sentience. That'd be one thing if we said we protect most sentient animals that can feel pain, that can play puzzles and games, but then we kill the dumb animals like fish. They don't have a memory, they don't feel pain. If that was your line, maybe I could sort of understand it, because, for example, fish, in terms of sentience, in terms of feeling pain when they die, fish don't really have a memory to very much. They can remember 10 seconds in the past, and they also don't really feel pain when you kill them. So if that was your line, that we're only going to kill animals that aren't very sentient and animals that don't experience pain when they die, okay, maybe I'd understand it. But the random, I'm going to pick this dog and I'm going to pick this cat, but that deer and then that cow, it's like, what are you doing? You're just stupid. Like, that's just flat out, that's just stupid. You got to pick one. Either they all can die, or none of them can die, or you want to go on a gradients of sentience. And if you do go on a gradients of sentience, it does get a little dicey in terms of, would that make humans less valuable if they were less sentient? Because, I don't remember anything before I was 8 years old, 5 years old, so was I less valuable at that time? I wouldn't